Hi there guys, happy Friday. I hope that you're all keeping safe and staying well. As you will have seen from the title of this video today, we are talking all about self-confidence. So how can we boost our confidence and feel a bit better about ourselves? So if you're the kind of person who finds it really hard to accept compliments, or you care a lot about what other people think about you, and you often find that you don't like to challenge yourself or get out of your comfort zone, then this might be the video for you. So keep watching. So having self-confidence is all about trusting our own judgment and our own abilities, really valuing ourselves and feeling worthy in our skin. A lot of people can get this confused with sort of vanity and arrogance, but as they say, there's a fine line between the two. So having that confidence in our abilities doesn't make us vain or big-headed. There's no shame in being proud of what we can do. No shame in tooting our own horn sometimes. I think a lot of the times we can get a bit stuck in a bit of a vicious cycle when it comes to low confidence. So because we don't feel very confident, then we are less likely to do things that challenge us, things that might actually help boost that confidence. And then in turn we then continue having this low confidence, we have less belief in ourselves and our abilities, and we stay in that comfort zone, and that cycle just keeps going round and round. So what we have to try and do is to break that cycle, push ourselves out of our comfort zone and challenge ourselves. Feeling the fear and doing it anyway sometimes is sort of a good mantra to have. So let's now move on then to talk about some tips on how we can boost our confidence. So tip number one would be to notice how you talk about and talk to yourself. So what I mean by this is, are we sort of talking about ourselves in a negative or a more positive way when we're discussing ourselves and what we've done to other people, and also, taking note of that inner voice, that inner critic that is in all of our heads. Like I say, is it more positive or is it more negative? And if it is more negative, then we need to sort of be trying to challenge some of these negative thoughts. So really ask yourself, what would I be saying to a friend if they came to me saying this sort of thing? Or, how real is this thought? Where has this thought come from? It's important to remember that our thoughts do not equal facts. So just because we think it does not mean that it's true. Being aware of that, of how we speak about ourselves and to ourselves. And if it is negative, trying to change that. On a similar sort of note, I think it's important to try and think, where do these beliefs come from? So are they actually coming from us and our own beliefs, or are they things that we've internalised from people around us or from wider society? I think sometimes some of these restrictions that we place on ourselves, things that we don't feel like we can do, are barriers that we sort of ingest and internalise from society. So we'll say things like, I can't do that because I'm too old, or because I'm, a certain gender, or because I am a certain size. These barriers that we impose on ourselves are things that we've taken from society, that society tells us is normal. But what is normal? What does that even mean? So I challenge you to sort of try and think where some of those thoughts come from, and if they're not coming from a good place, or there's no real rhyme or reason behind it, then try and challenge it and go against it. Next tip I would say is, really try to not compare yourself to other people, which is really difficult, particularly with social media in this day and age. Try and remind yourself the best you can that people are only posting their best bits on social media, and it might not actually be an accurate representation of their whole life. It's just what they want you to see and want other people to see. And same in real life, People will only tell you what they want you to hear. We don't know what goes on behind closed doors, what other people struggle with, so just try and bear that in mind if you're finding yourself comparing yourself to other people. Yeah, surround yourself by people who make you feel good and make you feel positive and confident, and if they don't make you feel that way, then we can get rid. And that goes for real life and on social media. If it doesn't bring you joy, you know, unfollow, block, mute, do whatever you need to. You know, we choose what we consume on social media, so if it doesn't make you happy, it makes you feel bad, then why are we looking at it? So yeah, try, and it's easier said than done, but you know, it's important to try and not compare yourself to other people. You know, we're all individual, we're all different, we all are on a different path in life. So you know, just because someone else has done X, Y and Z before they've turned 30 and we maybe have not done that, you know, again, that's pressure from society telling us what we should and shouldn't have done, and frankly it's a load of rubbish. So yeah, stick to your own path. There's no rush, is there? Another good tip is making a list of the things that you like about yourself. And you know, you might want to ask those around you what they like about you, if you want some ideas for your list, or you might want to think about some compliments that you've received in your life. I think it's great to have this list on hand that you can go back to whenever we're feeling a bit down. And you know, sometimes when we're in that place, it can be hard to think of those things, so having something to refer to can be really helpful. And finally, you know, just be kind to yourself. I think that's particularly important with everything going on in the world at the minute. I know I say this in every single video, but we're in the middle of a global pandemic, so I think we need to be a bit kinder to ourselves. You know, if we're not being as productive as we normally are, or if you've put on some weight, then that's absolutely fine. Surviving at the minute should be everyone's main priority. Just, you know, looking after ourselves and getting through this weird time in history. So yeah, be kind to yourself, don't be too hard on yourself. Yeah, look after yourself, treat yourself with kindness, and that will go a long way in how you feel about yourself and your confidence. There we go, guys. I think I've probably waffled on for long enough. Apologies for that. But yeah, I mean, I hope that someone has found that useful, even if it's just a nice reminder to, you know, don't be so hard on yourself, and you know, we're all great in our own way. That's the take-home message from this one. But yeah, if you've liked it, please do like and share and comment, and you know, send it to all your friends. That'd be lovely. But yeah, as always, thank you so much for watching. Stay safe, stay well, and I will see you guys soon.